So, you're interested in taking part in the I Need assessment. You're thinking, what did you just agree to do? The assessment day consists of a technical assessment with 5 separate evaluations and a clinical assessment with over 20 specialty-specific clinical scenarios. Now, ideally, the assessments occur in the provider's clinic location to closely approximate the typical workday. The technical assessment evaluates for limitations and strengths other than EMR knowledge content, specifically color blindness, iPad mobility readiness, voice recognition accuracy, typing speed, and learning style. The clinical assessment evaluates common EMR tasks involved in a provider's typical workday. Murray software can be downloaded to a provider's workstation. This allows for presenting of the scenarios, recording the activity, inputting provider feedback, and proctor assistance and notations. All of this data is uploaded into a powered access database that has been built through the help of the Mayo Clinic Biostatistics Department and the Mayo Clinic Health Systems Practice-Based Research Network. So, how does the clinical assessment work? A provider sits at their workstation while a proctor monitors and facilitates this ongoing process. We get to watch what's going on inside the exam room with the provider. Here they fill out a questionnaire that's specifically about that task that they're going to do, whether they value it and whether they do it very frequently, those sorts of questions. After they finish this, Murray prompts them with the tasks that they're going to do. And the provider will push the Start Task button, which will begin the timer as well as the click counter. The provider will then go through the tasks that they would normally complete in the electronic medical record. At the same time, the proctor is evaluating them and noticing any navigational errors and that sort of thing. If the provider has questions, they can always reopen the Murray window and hide it so they can get clarification about what they're trying to complete. Once they have this information, they can complete the task, and then they'll push the End Task button, which will stop the timer.
Once you've received your results, you may think to yourself, how do I improve? Within that week, the provider is given training that fills the knowledge deficits observed in the navigational and scenario-based evaluation. These training objects are presented in a prioritized fashion from the most to the least impactful based on measured inefficiency, value, and frequency. The training is then delivered in several different optional styles, with the provider's measured and preferred style guiding the curriculum. So after you participated in I Need, the question comes up, how do you know if this truly works? The staff behind the scenes are cross-comparing your assessment outcome with your clinical outcome measurements. This data will be compared pre- and post-assessment to determine the effectiveness of the assessment and the intervention. We ensure that this can be sensitive to what matters most to you.